Hello and welcome to JK It's Not About You. I'm Jen Rouse.
And I'm Kelly Mirko, and we're your hosts. We're new empty nesters, and we're here to talk about what the next chapter looks like.
For so long, we were taxi drivers,
Domestic engineers, chefs,
tutors, cheerleaders,
and everything else that goes along with being a parent.
No days off, no paid vacation, and very limited time to pursue our own passions. It just wasn't about us.
It really wasn't. Join us on this new endeavor as we find passions in all things empty nesting. The little birdies have flown the coop and they're living their best lives, and now it's our turn. We're sweating through our 50s trying to figure it all out.
From resetting on marriage, navigating divorce, dating at 50, we're here to reclaim our calendars, our bodies, and our newly found identities in this confusing yet exciting new phase of life.
So grab your glass of wine or beverage of choice, your cozy sweats, and join us as we unpack all things real in our 50s. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back. I love it.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. I know.
Summertime,
Park City. I mean, I don't want to blow it up, but it's the best place to be.
It really is. We were just talking about all the new restaurants, new places, things
Yes.
coming to Midway.
I know. Midway is exploding. Midway's like, we'll call it 20 minutes outside of Park City. More country, I would say. We
Yeah.
have lots of farmland still and a lot of animals.
So many beautiful views of the mountains.
I mean,
and
my view is the Timpanogos, which is a beautiful mountain range. But just the whole Wasatch is just amazing. So
people have found your little spot, though, Kelly.
I know we're going to get a second stoplight, which is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
We need it, but
Yeah.
we're a little sad that it's going that direction.
But you have cute little, like, the Midway Bakery you were telling me about.
We have the Midway Bakery. We have the Cafe Galleria. We have the Pizza Yard, which is a great
gotta
little
come
pizza
out to
stop.
you.
Yeah, Lola's.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of things that have opened up. So
It's so great.
it's so great.
like
Yeah.
something like a different, it's not far.
It's not far.
Instead of Salt Lake, you're still in the mountains.
Yes.
know,
and
and-
during the summer, you can take guardsman's over.
Oh, nice.
Which is a beautiful drive.
Oh,
I mean, gorgeous. It's slow, but it's gorgeous.
And check out.
Check out, what is that? We go, well, from your side, you go past Montage,
Yes.
Empire Pass.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, you take guardsman's over and it's awesome. So,
And get another, like, vantage point of our little,
our little community.
community. I want to come check it out. I want to come to
know.
the bakery.
You need to come to the bakery.
I do.
Yes. And he has a bunch going on too. So, we're
This
growing
summer.
up over there.
I
Yeah,
know.
I know. It's pretty good.
I mean, Park
but-
City's expanding too, but not like, I mean, you guys are
Yes.
really growing.
We just have so much more room still to expand
I
is the
know.
problem. Park
Yeah.
City's kind of busting at the seams.
I
Even
don't
though
know
there's
how-
still fun and room. I don't know how.
they're going to shove in that thing behind where the transit center is.
I have no idea.
I don't know how they're going to do
They
that.
want to put
but-
shops and housing and the transit center.
Just the
So-
traffic. I mean, yesterday I was like, wow, we're only in the beginning of summer.
I
And
know.
here we go.
It's been busy.
Yeah,
it's been busy.
It's
but,
busy.
But anyway, it's been.
But we're happy because
we're
the sun's
happy.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're from
Sun's
LA,
out.
so we're used to traffic.
Yeah, we could drive when we want. We're okay, but it's all as nice as it is here. It
Yes.
is also nice to like get out of town. Do
It
some,
is.
like-
And I was thinking that you just finished your girls' trip
Yep.
from Palm Springs.
Palm Springs.
And
Yes.
how do you guys get that together? Like how, so we empty nesting, we have lots of free time, right? Like we get
Yes.
to, our life is our life now,
Mhm.
right? So I feel like I do girls' trips, but we're not as organized as you. So how do you guys do that?
Yeah. Well, usually it's Andrea sending out a text to our group, which is 7, throwing out a few weekends. Everyone just responds, and we pick the weekend that works for everyone. And usually one weekend will work for everyone. So we have a couple teachers in our group. Andrea and I would say are the most flexible as far as being able to work our weekend with theirs, but we always make it work out. I don't know. We just do.
Do you guys do it the same weekend every year or no?
No, thank God, because we,
Yeah.
we were doing July in Palm Springs for
That's
a while.
terrible.
That wasn't fun.
Right.
So this year we did,
You
I
guys
think it
went
was
in
May.
April
Is it April?
or May, maybe May.
Maybe, yeah, one of
Yeah.
the two. It was perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
the weather gods have been following me for a
You are
while
really
now.
lucky.
I like to do spring or fall
Okay.
personally, but that is a trip that we've been doing for many years. It's all my girlfriends from seventh grade. We've known each other since we've been 12, a couple of
That's
us
unusual.
longer.
That's awesome.
And it's been yeah, it's been great. It's just nice to like reconnect. I think most of us talk at some point throughout the year,
Yeah.
and see each other, some more than others, but we all see each other at least once a
It's
year.
nice to have that like touch like that. I did one to New York
Yeah.
last fall, and Libby and I today decided to do it again.
Where you guys going?
New York.
Okay.
Back to New York.
Back to New York.
It's easy because June is out there, Shelly's out there, and Karina's out there. So
Oh.
like 3 of them are east.
Yes.
We're the 2 coming from the west.
Yeah.
There's Shannon, but she's in San Francisco and can't make it. But we're gonna like try to do this annually, you know,
great.
and everybody gets so busy and whatnot. But once we do it, it's so fun.
It's so fun, and you appreciate taking the time. You know,
You do. And catching,
do.
I mean, there's difference between catching up on the phone, texting, versus like being in person, having that experience.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and
I just think as we get older, and I mean, saw it with your parents. It's like you show up for funerals and weddings. You know what I mean? And
know.
that's when you see people, and you want to be. At least I want to be. You know, with my close friends and family, I want to see them more. You know, I want to make that like a. I have, you know, made that a priority.
it's so nice.
It's important. So I'm
And
so glad that you're doing that.
I
It's
am.
great. Yeah.
I am. And I was talking about like you and I doing girls' trips.
Yes.
Like every time we do it, we're having the best time.
Always. Yes.
You know, and I was with another friend over the weekend, and she's like, I like girls' trips better than couples' trips because we can do spas, we can do like, you know, it's just reconnecting with females and getting that like, you know, remembering when it was to be young and like, you know, like
Absolutely.
it's just so fun.
It's so fun. And so now we can go experience places that we want to go to. Our vacations in the past have just, you know, mostly been based around what the activities are going to be for the kids.
100%. And
So-
we can't leave because the
Right.
kids' activities and,
That too.
you know,
Yes.
school and breaks. And I mean, that's how we like
Yeah.
had our regimens,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
now it's
And
like,
but you're picking like Disneyland, or you're picking like, you know, somewhere for the boys to surf or rock
Yes.
climb, or now it's about us. You know,
Yes.
what do we want to do? Whether, you know, I'd love to do some retreats, and
I really want to do that.
We should
I'd love
even-
to go to like any of those wellness retreats.
there's just so many.
I'd love to see Nashville. I've never been
Yes,
there.
That's on my bucket list.
New Orleans,
too.
never been there.
Oh God, Jen has been all over the world. I mean, you've been all over the world.
I have.
And you need to experience a few things.
Yeah, I've been to the Maldives, but I have not been to Nashville.
She has not been to the Grand Canyon.
It's so true. But I want to like do
You will.
those things.
We're going to.
And you
We're
know,
go- yes.
I was talking to Libby today, and she's like, "What have you been up to?" I said, "Libby, I want to go." You know, we were talking about that, like, you know, just having these little like getaways to see other parts of the world and like our country specifically.
We have so much here
Yes.
that we haven't seen.
Yes.
And it's interesting because 2 girls from LA who ended up in Utah,
So weird.
which is, I didn't even know, Utah was never on my radar ever.
Me either. by the way.
Right. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you know, I think that there's beautiful things about every state.
Sure.
And I'd love to just go check them out.
Yeah, I mean, we go to Colorado in the winter.
Yes. Yes.
You know, I do all the winter things for the snowboarding, and we've gone to Europe. We went last year
Yep.
to Puglia, which is beautiful.
Beautiful.
And I love Europe, and I want to go back and do
Yes.
those things too. But I love these little like girls' weekends that you can just pick up and go. I mean, Libby was like, "Do you have to do it on a weekend?" And I said, "No,
No.
I do not have to do it on a weekend."
Whatever you want. Actually, it's better during the week.
She's like, "Because it's better for me." I
Yeah.
said, "Great, let's do it."
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, we're so lucky. So some of the happy, like, empty nesting
that's
stories.
you know, these are
Is the
like because right now I'm watching, and you are too. Like this is graduation here. Kids are. I was at the hairdresser today, listening to the moms be really sad
Yeah.
about dorms and packing and talking to friends about like how I'd sit in Sarah's room and just cry,
Yeah.
like the emptiness of watching them go off and
It's real.
trying to it's real and
Yeah.
it's emotional and it takes time to work through all those feelings and um you know, it was such a big part of my everyday that to find new things to occupy my time and find passion again and find things that, you know, we love to do. And I was like, you know, one of the things I'd love to do is see my girlfriends more and,
Travel.
you know, travel. And yeah, so
I think it's great.
I think that's like on the like the positive side.
That's
a pro.
That is a pro, ladies and gentlemen. That is a pro.
That you're not worrying about, you know, them.
Anyone's schedule but your own.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great. I mean, it opens up a lot of different windows for you because we can go to Nashville for 3 days and it's right here. I mean, not right here, but I mean, it's not far, you know, you could go and you don't need to worry about like a school lunch or any of it. So
well, you did for so long.
And I loved it. I mean,
yeah, I loved it too. And again, you mourn that and you're sad, but we're trying to also cherry pick some of the good things.
Let's be sad in Nashville.
Let's be sad in Nashville. I think we need to go.
We do.
And do a podcast from Nashville because I've heard, so next to me at the hairdresser, this lady was like, I'm going to Nashville with some friends.
Oh,
and
how fun.
I thought of it. I was like, you know what? I've never been there. And another girlfriend was telling me about New Orleans and how she went to, you know, Jazz Fest and Libby went to Jazz Fest and
their food there. I mean, and you love eating.
And I haven't been there and I love that. I love like cultures and different.
You love music.
I do.
So both Nashville and New Orleans would be two great spots.
So we got to check that out.
Okay. Any tips on those areas? We'd greatly appreciate.
Yeah, and just like what, you know, fun things you can do with your girls, and you know, like it's Natalie makes playlists.
Natalie, and yes, she does,
and that's so wonderful. Like to just like get everybody to dance and have a good time.
We have a really good time.
Feel young again.
Yeah, you know? Plan it out a little bit. I mean, it is a lot of fun. I think having time outside of Park City is healthy as well.
Yes,
especially with friends.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. So I just, you know, I was thinking about that today. I thought, you know, like that's a good thing to put your list together and try to, you know, think about like little pockets of time of where you want to go. Like I'd love to go back east, see the fall colors. I know we have them here, but it's different.
It's different. And funny enough, my aunt and I were just discussing. So one of her friends up at the land, Mount Madonna, just came back from the east with her husband, and they did a pedal assist tour.
Wow.
Like Maine, you know, I don't know, the East Coast up, like Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, that whole thing. And it was a supported tour, which means that they carry all your stuff and bring you to the next destination.
But you pedal your bike?
You pedal, but it's a pedal assist. So it's like basically an electric bike.
Yes.
Or it's not fully electric, I guess, but it assists you.
So you don't have to worry about being like,
And if you get tired, you go in the van.
Yeah.
So we were discussing
doing something like that.
Yeah,
that would be so neat. Count me in.
I know. During the fall with the colors.
Me in. I would love that.
So I think that just little things like that. I think that there's a lot of just different excursions that I would like to check out.
Yeah, it'd be fun, you know, just to travel and try different food and wine and just all that stuff. Yeah, and activities and see what's. You know
what else is out there?
Yeah,
in the other parts of the country.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
So,
well, we're gonna put a list together for girls' trips.
And if you have anything that you would like to share with us, I mean, I'm sure there's people that have done some amazing girls' trips,
which I would love, like retreats. I mean, we're all for health stuff, wellness stuff, but also fun. You know, and I end up repeating the same places.
Yes,
you know.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. It's good to venture out. That's going to be on the bucket
list. That's why,
list.
like, I'm excited to go to Edmonton. So
I'm excited for you.
You know, it's something I've never. Why would I go there? You
know?
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Summer in Canada, beautiful.
I can't wait.
Beautiful.
So we'll do a little tune in from there.
Well, you got to tell me how it is. I want to see all your videos from there, Kelly.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much. And stay tuned for Heather next week. She's going to be on. That's going to be, I think, on property.
Monday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
On property, a little
we're going to go to Fika Infusion, her wellness clinic, where she works, and she'll teach us all about hormone replacement therapies, some tips about menopause, perimenopause.
Yes, and I think
that stuff is really great.
And a few more things.
Yes,
for sure. So
we'll definitely do that. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in and listening to this week's episode of JK, It's Not About You.
You can write in and ask your questions on our show's Instagram page at JK, It's Not About You, and we will address your questions on the next week's episode.
If this episode helped you, we would love for you to share it with your friends and family.
Share the fun with all those that can benefit from a good laugh or cry with us.
Please rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and we would greatly appreciate you.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.